We've got a lot of new faces around here. I thought I would introduce myself properly. I'm Meg. I'm a mom of 3 kids under the age of 5, and I am here for all the new moms. I found it so overwhelming in 2020 when I was becoming a mom for the first time because I didn't have any friends who were going through it with me. I didn't have my sister going through it with me yet. So I really felt like I was starting at square one, trying to figure all this out. In the age of social media, it felt crushing to me to learn everything I needed to learn. Read an embarrassingly large number of books. I took multiple courses. I studied it like I would study something in school. So that's when I started my blog. But I just came out on here and on TikTok in January of this year when I was on mat leave with my daughter. So I've got a 4.5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 9-month-old. And I also work full time, which is why some days you hear from me more than others. I've worked in social media for the last 12 years. I used to be at Meta, and now I'm with Pinterest. I've been there for 7 years, and I went after that job because I was such a big fan of the platform already. I had thousands and thousands of pins saved before I even took that job. Every opinion I share here is from me. This channel is not me speaking on behalf of the company. And when I share tips and tricks and how I use Pinterest, that's just organically how I use it in my life. And I found a lot of you guys love Pinterest too, and it feels like a really safe, cozy corner of the internet for you. So if I talk about Pinterest, I work there and I don't hide that. But because I've worked at these platforms for a long time, what I've realized is I have a lot of information in my brain about the impact of all this on our mental health and on our kids. And so I like to talk about stuff like that. I call it training your brain, and especially as a new mom, knowing when you're being marketed to. I've got a series that I'm working on about that. How to recognize when something's AI, when something's even real or not. We're all learning that at the same time together. It's a skill we'll have to pass on to our children. As somebody who got Facebook when she was in high school, and we were just taking a lot of pictures in somebody's parents' basement and uploading them with a funny title, right? That's all millennials were doing then. It has gone so far in such a short amount of time. So thinking about where AI could be in that same amount of time, in 20 years, what AI is going to have done to all of us. We need to be tuned in. What you'll find on my page is a lot of chat style content, because what I found is I came out here as a new creator and it was really hard for me to make videos in this teeny tiny amount of time and cover these huge topics like postpartum or mental health. So what I started doing is just talking, and I tried to cut us out as much as I could, cut out every extra filler word and every pause. And what I've just started doing is actually saving those full posts on Spotify. So I'll put the link here. I'm actually really excited about that. If you want the full post, they're about 15-20 minutes. You can listen to the whole thing, because a lot of people started saying in my DMs or on my comments, I love listening to these chats. I listen to you in my car after work. And that meant so much. And I realized, why not be on Spotify if that's what y'all want to do with this? And I'll be putting everything that's long on Spotify and on YouTube, and the shorter stuff will stay here. But every series of chats that I do, postpartum, marriage, the mental load, newborn, pregnancy, you can see those all in my highlights. So you can watch them back if you're in that phase of life, or check out my website for the related posts on those topics. There's a ton already there. And again, if you've got a question, reach out. I'm here.